And ho, I tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get their ones, I'm trying to get them M's. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4, and just 5 years, 40 million more. You are now looking at the 40 million bar. I rate for Def Channel on the 100 million man. R-O-C. That's where you wrong. I came
you got me?
Yep. Check.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you in the mic. I mean, headsets.
Well, dadgummit.
But let's, that's fine. Let's just roll with it. Let's see what happens. See what happens. As long as I guess we can't really roll with it because if I can't hear you, then that means he can't hear us back there, right? Oh, okay.
I hear you just fine.
This is okay.
Okay, well,
all right.
Technical difficulties coming in. This is what happens during the holiday week when you have Straight Talk No Chaser, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. We've been chilling a little bit.
Can we talk about that for a second? I'm going to mention this on our show tonight too. We need to have a talk with ABC Fine Wine and Spirits.
Okay.
I don't feel like Fine Wine and Spirits fits our mold. I want to go back old school, ABC Liquor, and we can throw in and cigars if they just need an and in there.
Okay, I mean,
you think I'm making them mad right now?
In theory, people know what we're talking about, and I think as long as they go through the door. But I'm sure they pay somebody a lot of money to make them say ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. The Ponte Vedra crowd is cool. Likes that a little bit better. Makes it sound a little bit fancy.
The fine wine or the spirits? The
fine wine and spirits. Spirits sounds better than liquor. But I'm sure our guys off of Edgewood over there in the hood, they don't really care. They're going there to get their fine liquor.
Oh, okay.
And now that's not racist. That's descriptors.
Right. No, there's a difference.
I mean, that's just a difference.
I love ABC. I don't go anywhere else, and I didn't go anywhere else before they became our title partner.
It's really cool now that what I'm going to do during this holiday season is I'm going to download the Shipped app and go ahead and get it delivered like pizza.
That's all you need.
That's all beer, like have them try to get there at the same time.
Yeah, that's all you need right there. Yeah, Straight Talk No Chaser. I'm Denny Thompson. That's James Coleman. Of course, as you just realized, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, which been around for a minute here in Florida. Been around for a long time.
80 years?
80 years. Locations all over the state of Florida. If you're in Florida, go check them out. If you're not in Florida, when you come to Florida, go check them out.
Check them out.
There you go.
You got everything you want.
Get cigars, get whatever you want. That's simple. All right, so we start every show off with Manco violations, of course. We got to witness one this week that is really starting to piss me off a little bit.
Okay.
The whole, was it Yale?
Yeah.
I have a bone to pick with colleges right now.
Okay, what's that? Let's speak on it.
And then we'll get to the Manco violation, but it goes along with it. And you said, I told you a little bit about this, and you said you sound like every old, what'd you say?
Old fogey.
Yeah, okay. Listen, I know that there were things said about my generation by the generation ahead of me, and I've said, I get that. It
pretty much happens.
I promise you, and I'm not getting political because I don't give a shit. I really don't. Mm-hmm. I don't care. I promise you that when we grew up, there were no crying rooms in colleges.
Oh, no. You talking about the safe spaces?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were no safe spaces. There were no, if you need to work on your emotions, then you know what, you just need to just miss class today.
Yeah, there also wasn't as much readily. We didn't know all the things that went down in the world. Like I didn't know that kids was getting bombed. Literally, I knew people got bombed in Syria.
Yes, you did.
I knew it happened, but I didn't see it on TV every day.
But that's not what they're crying about.
But that and other stuff, and people. Listen, everybody cries in their own. The problem is that people try to judge the whining.
Okay,
Trump talks about people whining all the time, but then goes and says, "Oh my God, I can't believe a bunch of Broadway actors picked on me."
Oh no, he's a whiner too. Again,
plus sign equals
I tell
sign
you what,
worse than that.
What happens whenever we're 30 minutes from a show, and I call you and go, "Man, I can't make it in. I need a safe place."
Oh,
and you go, "Wow!"
Get over yourself.
The first thing you would say though is you'd say, "Is everything okay?"
Yes,
right?
I probably would.
And by everything okay is like something wrong with Angie, is something wrong with the family, is something wrong with Pops, is something wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go down the list, and if I then said to you, "No, they're okay," I I don't like the way something went down, and so I'm gonna stay home and pout today.
I'm gonna tell you, put on your big girl panties and get your ass get in here and let's get it done. I mean, we all have shitty days, but we still got to go in here and do some stuff. I actually encourage people to come in here and talk. Like when you have a crappy day, that probably makes for better radio.
Isn't that what you've always been told? Is when you got some type of issue in your life, it's better to get back to life.
Yeah,
I just. Man,
I mean, there's some times
I'm not going to be one of these. I'm not going to be one of these guys that says we're screwed because the next year. I'm not, because that generation's really smart, like crazy smart. The technology they're going to develop over the next 50 years is stuff that we don't even know anything about.
The problem I have with a lot, I'm not going to say it because one, every generation before it has said it, and then two, like I'm like, granted, like my son's generation has a lot of shit he's going to have to deal with. Like he's going to have a crappy economy. Because they're going to be in a ton of debt that we're only giving them more to. And I'm like, yo, just kind of chill out. Yep. I didn't get a chance to participate in any of it either. But like, you know, if you were making, 30 years ago, if you made $19,000 a year, you could actually live. Yep. Like now you make $19,000 a year and bless your heart. Yeah. But that's okay. To the man law violation,
well, it goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand. Entitlement. Being a little too free and, wanting to one-up people entirely too damn much. We talked about the last one about urinal code, and one of the things that we talked about was the guy who pulled his pants all the way down at the male urinal at a football game in front of other guys. Well, here's what these Yale guys, I believe it was at the Harvard game. Yeah. They decided that they wanted to moon, which is nothing wrong. College kids do that. But most times it's just showing the backside.
Right.
But this was like, and it's not typically choreographed with like 20 dudes.
Right.
So this one was choreographed on the side, like right by the sideline, where 20 dudes decided, you know what, we're gonna go in harmony, and we're gonna show our asses and our phalluses to the world. Which, when I don't know if you realize, it was cold as hell. I mean, unless you're in adult movies, this probably doesn't bode well for you.
No.
In a good showing, but to me, man law violation is no man should show all entire bare ass in front of a whole bunch of people in a team unison situation. Like that means you guys consciously got together with a bunch of other men and said, "Hey, it's like me and you. Hey, buddy, let's go get naked together."
Yeah,
in front of people. That's, to me, that's too much male bonding.
It's way too much, and on top of all that, I don't understand what it has to do with anything.
Yeah,
like. We're upset, so we're gonna get naked.
Yeah, that's the other part. I didn't get it. There's some weird rituals. Like even my alma mater, like the two guys that get themselves decked out in red or yellow and put the glitter and stuff on them. Mm-hmm. Like that's a little weird to me, but they do it. Like it's caught on. It's tradition. I get that.
There's a rhyme and a reason.
Yeah, there's a rhyme and a reason. But you're just naked. There's wasn't no letters on them.
No, nothing.
There was like nothing. There was just naked. Like
not to mention that their frontal area was facing away from the field.
To the entire crowd.
Yeah, so there's somebody sitting in row 2 going, "Really, dude?" I promise you, if I'd have been sitting in row 2, I'd have punched him.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. The men. This is what's it? Collateral damage.
Friendly fire.
Friendly fire that people don't even go into and think about it.
No.
I don't want to see your dick.
No,
like
especially not right here.
Yeah, and not in a football game. I didn't come to see that shit.
No.
So if you just imagine you're in your everyday life.
Yeah.
I guess this is what women deal with sometimes in their DMs. You're minding your own business, and all of a sudden, a dick comes in your face. That is that is not cool for another man to do that to you. This is why I wish sometimes we did go back to the day, like back when back in the French days when slapping was fashionable and somebody come up pop.
Yep.
Or I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. You show me, you whip out your dick in front of me, I'm going to slap you in the face and say somebody's got to go.
I ain't a violent person, but I mean I got to draw the line somewhere, and that's way across it.
Just somebody just whipping out the dick right in front of you.
I'm not cool with that.
Especially if you're you got Angie and the kids, and all of a sudden just
if I'm sitting second row and all of a sudden there's 12 dudes,
and also just
no.
Yeah, that's not.
No,
you have lost your damn mind if you done.
And that's not even that generation. That's in general. People just don't think about anything but themselves. Hey, we're going to show our ass, and you know what? If you got to look at the unit, you got to look at the unit. No, dude. No, if I got a pocket knife, things going down. Things are coming off.
What would have been great is for the culture if somebody would have went up and just pushed one.
That would have been awesome.
Because what one of them would have done, because this is I can tell what these they would have reached and grabbed one of their homies, and then they would have fell. and then it would have been like a just a chain reaction, like dominoes. It would all fell down. That's about it. It's not the steepest of drops, but it's about an 8-foot drop. So it would have been good. They'd have learned a valuable life lesson.
What's even worse is now, they're at Yale, right? So parents are probably all proper and, all that kind of stuff. Now the parents got to put up with it. Parents paying an arm and a leg to send their kids over there and do the daggum helicopter in front of people.
Damn it, Braxton. We didn't spend all this money and put all this money in a trust for you to be able to act the way you did.
Braxton.
Well, I mean, my bad. Shout out Braxton Miller though. There's a black Braxton, but I was trying to think of the whitest prep name that I could think of, and Braxton's what kind of came up. I guarantee
I
you
can say a lot, but I know a lot of them, so I don't want to do that.
I guarantee you, none of their names were Antoine.
No.
So that's just what I'm thinking. But speaking of dicks and losing their minds, what the hell is wrong?
Wait. Before you go there, you said something a second ago. Can we wait just a second?
Okay.
Because did you know, you were talking about like porn stars. I just read this the other day. Did you know that male porn stars take a shot in their unit before each scene?
Like a B12 shot?
Like a shot.
Like a what kind of shot?
To enlarge and...
Oh, to get blood flow to go?
Did you know that?
No, I didn't, but it makes sense now. Because, Tom, all right, so yeah, let's get on this. That shit's cheating.
That's cheating. No, that's my point.
Like, I've told people all the time.
I'm pissed off about it.
Like, when I was in my prime and I was running and ripping, and I could give you the best 5 minutes of your life, like damn near break you. Like, I remember some girls,
7 minutes on a good night.
Yeah, on a good night. And then, but the cool thing about that era is that I go get me a sandwich, rest for about 30 minutes, and I might be ready to go again.
Right.
I was in really good shape then.
30 minutes?
Maybe a little.
I've never been 30.
Maybe a little longer. But bottom line is I could go multiple. I could go 3-4 times a night and not be in a coma.
Right.
The next day. Like,
not pull a muscle.
Yeah, not pull a muscle or anything like that. Because I've done that before. And I've had my friends get on me. Like I pulled a rib one time.
Oh.
And that's terrible pain when you pull a rib. But anyways, to the porn star stuff.
You already gave her a rib, but you had to.
Yeah, I had to pull him.
Anyway,
I had to try to give her another one.
But go ahead.
These guys make it seem like they're going hour.
Yeah.
But people aren't realizing, man, they're taking breaks. They're cutting.
Getting shots in the unit.
Multiple times. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, man.
It's false, and I feel like I'm married, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I'm not a single guy. I mean, if that's the expectation.
Nah. What I used to tell people this, and I still tell some of the young guys when I joke with them, I'm like, listen, man, after a certain age, bro, you got what you got. Don't worry about what everybody else says. If she gonna laugh at it, she gonna laugh at it.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
But then you can't you can't look at it and make it grow.
I can go get a prosthetic like
you go like the Muslim dude.
Yeah, 70 G's.
But the only problem is if you're gonna go get a prosthetic, don't get 8.5.
I mean, you still got to be able to walk, bro.
Get something memorable. Get a third leg.
You still
be like
walk.
Dr. Octopus in that thing. You're around here just or an elephant. But anyways, back to dicks and craziness.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kanye West has lost his damn mind,
dude.
Like,
has he lost it?
No,
he's never had it. Has
well,
he?
no, he had it, but when his mom died, it started being a slow descent, and then you know what took it all the way over? And listen, guys, they're succubus. I don't know if people know what a succubus is, but go look it up. I really don't know what it is. I learned about it through this great show called South Park. But apparently they like $3.50. If you give them $3.50, they'll leave you alone, according to South Park. But all the Kardashians,
no idea what you're talking about.
I know. But think about it like this: name me one sane Kardashian man. One killed himself.
Well, is there
the original one?
Are there
killed
any
himself.
left?
Yeah,
because
Lamar is just barely. Kanye is like on the verge, like the way his clothing line looks, like old school slave apparel / some men dressing like women, and then the one I think is the brother looked like he was like the little girl in Willy Wonka that ate the candy and got big, and then all of a sudden he's kind of slimmed down. But these women make men go crazy. Like they lose their freaking mind.
In fairness, Kanye was already crazy.
But they took him all the way there, man.
No,
it's like they pushed it. They accelerated it crazy.
Okay, so you're saying there's levels of crazy.
Yeah, there's levels to it. There's a lot of people
because he was
crazy.
already certifiable.
Yeah.
Now he's like padded room.
Yeah, like he's going and doing. Here's why I say this. Outside of everything else that Kanye does, here was Kanye West's week. Now let's rewind back to Kanye West. Was it circa 2005 Hurricane Katrina?
Sure.
When just like me and you were talking right now during our show, and we're talking about guys showing their asses and dicks at the Yale game, and now we're talking about Kanye West, and we're not talking about anything political. And then all of a sudden, Denny, you just stopped and says, George W. Bush hates black people. Like, my man was still to this day like, yo, where did that come from? Yo? Like, what are you talking about? Cut, break. So we got that Kanye West.
Right.
Now, coming back, so, okay, apparently we know he probably doesn't like Republicans. If you hate W, then, this guy right here is nothing like W.
He's the anti-W.
He's the anti-W. Yeah. But he's going up. First thing, he's like, man, if I would have voted, first off, if I would have voted is a terrible way to start it off. I would have voted for Trump. Don't care who he votes for. But just considering his stances and the way he goes about things, that is an off-the-wall
let's not beat around
thing.
the bush. Considering where he was at. Okay, that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Like, the dude is so inappropriate. Everything from what you just said about George Bush to jumping on the stage with what's her name, the skinny chick, Taylor Swift.
Was her?
Yeah,
Okay.
multiple times, to being in California, doing a rap concert.
Yeah, this is where I was getting to.
Dude,
he performed 2 songs, and then the rest of his bit was pretty much ramblings about Illuminati trying to come and get him. Jay-Z having killers and some other BS that was incoherent.
Well, him ignoring him.
Yeah, ignoring him. Beyonce, now he's mad at Beyonce and like, oh yeah, you're great, but Beyonce didn't want to perform if she didn't get the video over me, and I think that's unfair. Big ups Drake, and then this is Drake in the same breath. Says, diss me and Drake, which were both good songs. Oh yeah, and by the way, if we didn't hear Drake 1,000 times a day, would we really like him? Like pretty much he's just going off, and the Sacramento crowd is like, yo, I just paid $70 for a ticket.
Yeah.
And I ain't heard real good Kanye West song.
Had he stopped at Trump and just continued the concert?
Yeah.
Like, you'd have heard something. It would have been on TMZ or something like that. But whatever. And that's where a lot of the media made you think that it stopped. But then, like you said, he lost his ever-loving mind.
I saw Snoop talk about it, and Snoop was like, yo, you need to do that weird stuff with them weirdos, and not in Sacramento. But it's just like
then he cancels what?
This probably kind of vibes into the man law thing. Like, we deal with stuff all the time. We're dealing with some on the business end of stuff. But I deal with men directly. If I got an issue with you, Denny, text message if I just really think I'm about to curse and I'm going to be unprofessional. But damn it, we can meet. Let's just talk. Let's figure it out. Like, don't be chasing me. Like, what I hate when people say is, why haven't I heard from you? Why you act like you can't call me? Like my phone, like the phone just only works one way.
Yep.
Like, you only take incoming calls, because if you do, I don't like hanging out with people who only take incoming calls, because it means one thing. It means they're not paying their cell phone bill. So that means either Kanye has said he was in debt. Like, sometimes when Sprint really wants to get you, they torture you first. They only let you take incoming calls. Won't let you dial out. They'll let you take the incoming calls before they actually.
I may stop paying my bill then.
Before they actually get to that, you need to make phone calls, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, but then again, you could use Wi-Fi, and just the iPhone is good for that. But anyway, it's just, if you want to talk to Jay, pick up the phone to talk to Jay or talk to Jay's representatives. Man, it probably once this isn't the first. Like, he's been calling out Jay for like a month, and it started because Jay didn't want to do an album with, I think, Drake. Like, it was supposed to be a Drake, Kanye West, and a Kanye West song and Jay-Z, and Jay didn't want to do it. And then next thing you know, he started throwing the tantrum.
Here's the one thing I will say though, is if you're crazy and you call me, I'm not calling you back.
Until you calm your nerves.
I'll have conversations with people appropriate to have conversations with. I'm not going to have conversations with somebody that it does no good. Like, you know what I mean?
Fair enough, but
that'd just be like me beating my head up against that glass.
Means that they've had that conversation like, yo, you need to go get some help, bro.
The bigger issue, I think, is I don't think Kim Kardashian's all that hot.
No.
Do you think that these guys get with these Kardashian girls and they realize that what they saw on TV ain't real?
No, what it is that they saw that audition. And in which the audition, let's be honest with, I mean, I don't know if you ever saw the tape with her and Ray J.
Oh yeah, I know.
But it was very boring. Like, she's not she do one thing very well, but the other stuff she ain't very good at. And the thing is that I don't understand. I guess a lot of these NFL and these not NFL, a lot of entertainers in general are looking for a certain type of woman, I guess, that can handle the spotlight, because they're starting to recycle the same 10 women. And like her sister, I think it's Chloe or whatever, has gone through like 5 different people, 5 different entertainers, and they all know each other. So either they're saying something like, yo, bro, you got to take this, you got to ride this for 2 months and then see what it's like, and then dash her before she gets your.
maybe I'm odd. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. And you can tell me if I am. But like if I think a girl's attractive and then next thing I know she's got a sex tape all over the internet, then she's not attractive to me anymore.
No, you're not. Actually, but you know what? There are some men who think like that. I remember like the last time I went home. But 2 times before I went. Actually, it was when my uncle's funeral. When I went home, I was at a cigar bar and a guy was like, we were talking and he brought up an ex of mine. And he was like, yeah, she used to talk about you all the time. Yeah, man, you know, I got with her. And I was like, I only want to get with her because she was with a ball player. I'm like,
that's
weird.
just nasty.
I was like, that's kind of weird, bro.
That's
like,
nasty.
It's like, I like the
so in other words, his crush is on you, not on her.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like a pride. It's like a badge. Like they like I got a ball player's girl or ex girl or whatever. Which I still don't understand.
Look, I'm lucky. That. I'm lucky. I've been with my wife since high school.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm lucky. I get that.
But no, it's I don't want to know like all the past stuff. But I damn sure don't want her like to be a celebrity. Be a celebrity based off of a sex tape. Like,
and he even made a song about it.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, he did.
Click. That's the first line in it.
Yeah, but then also the guy who she made a sex with made a whole entire song called "I Hit It First," which kind of would piss me off. But you know, that shows you that he's borderline crazy anyway. But you know, yeah, I guess we'll probably get slammed by some feminists. Which you know what, I don't want to hear shit feminists got to say right now. Especially, no offense.
Why would we get slammed by
because
feminists?
because we're essentially we're slut shaming is what they would call it.
Okay, I mean it's the same thing for a dude, I would think.
I mean that okay. Well, there we go. We're consistent.
No, I'm being honest.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm going to assume that if I was single and I'm out ripping and running, and all of a sudden some girl knows that I've got a sex tape that she can watch, and it's all over the place, if she's not going to want.
You never know if it's good. It may be good publicity. It's different. Life is a double standard. Once people got to realize that there are some serious double standards that are out there, and that's one of them. But yeah, but Kanye with a multitude of things, but this last concert has really proven that he has really, really lost his ever loving mind.
So you go to Sacramento, right?
Right.
That's where he was at. How far is that from Golden State? It's not far, right?
Sacramento's north. Yeah, I guess so, because all of that's north.
It's all north.
Yeah.
All NoCal.
Yeah.
Right? So you go to the most light skin of California.
Yeah.
You're not even south.
Yeah. You're
not Compton. You're not
with the goons.
No. You're going to the place where they're selling Steph Curry shoes.
Yeah.
And you're still getting booed off the stage. And then the next night, you cancel LA.
He canceled the rest of the tour.
But originally it was just LA, wasn't
it? Yeah, but he canceled it all because he knew he couldn't come back. And then anytime like he says, like, if I'm saying something and I truly believe it, I'm not going to speak out against that person in public. He's like, Jay-Z, I'm sorry, I know you got killers, don't send them after me. Well, if you know he's got killers, why would you do that? Like, unless you're just looking for attention.
Can I tell you something, though?
What?
I don't care how crazy he is. Next song he puts out that's any good, I'm going to listen to it.
Oh, without a doubt.
I am so not a boycott type of cat.
If it's good, it's good. Unless you're like blatant, unless it's like you're blatantly a hateful person, which he's not. He's just crazy. Yeah, but if it's dope, it's dope. Like, I mean,
he's put out some good stuff.
Yeah. I like some of his stuff. Like, I like the one song. I have no idea what he's talking about. I think it's called "Lord Lift My Hand to Thee," but it's just like I'd be jamming. Like, I'm like, okay. Future comes on and he's mumbling whatever he mumbles, and I'm trying to mumble with him. And next thing you know, Kanye's saying some random stuff.
That's the Panda song?
No, that one I like too. But that's not even Future. That's some other. That's a kid who looks like he's kind of. I don't even want to say it, but he looks different. He looks like he's got issues too.
Is that the Lil Ma?
No, that's a he. No, what does she want? I don't really know what they want to be called. She's an LGBT TCBYQ.
Okay, all right.
One of them.
I got you.
One of them's.
I got you.
Who actually, by the way, when she was dolled up when she first started, the craziest thing is she was actually somewhat attractive, which is scary. I don't know if that's a man law violation on myself.
Maybe so.
Because now she looks like she tried to take it. Like she looks like she's standing over there and we said, man, look at that girl's ass. And she's like, yeah. But like,
by the way, your funniest post that you've had on Facebook was the LGBT thing.
Oh yeah, apparently, actually, we should go ahead and make that. Apparently, some churches, I mean, I guess you're not born lesbian, black, transgender or gay.
That was what they thought it stood for.
That's what they thought the B stood for, black. But see, I always knew I was different. It's just I've always, for the most part, my mother's tried to teach me to enunciate my words. I've been a decent speller. I still don't get there all the time. They are right all the time.
I get two of them,
but
the,
you know,
the
sometimes
EIs got me, man.
And the same thing with the U's. I get those confused at time to time, but I've always felt like I should be like that show ATL I was telling you about, that I'm a 35-year-old white male from Colorado that enjoys craft beer and Barry Manilow. And
you do like craft beer, though.
I do like craft beer. The chocolate milk beer. Shout out to Wicked Barley in Jacksonville. You got to come check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, we'll keep going down that route since you brought that up. And then I posted something today where they have a picture with President Obama meeting with the president of ISIS. And do you know who the president of ISIS was a picture of?
What?
Another one.
Huh?
DJ Khaled.
Oh.
They've got a meeting. I'm like, oh, God. And then, but Pete, and he's going to bring in Shakira Law.
Shakira Law?
Shakira Law. Not like, so I'm just like.
Not Sharia Law.
Yeah, not Sharia Law, but Shakira Law. I'll be like, man, dude, some of y'all are just.
I love the internet. Dude.
Yeah, some of y'all are just so stupid that it's funny,
if people would look at it as for what it is just entertainment, the internet.
Yeah, you know what? You were talking about millennials.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not in that old thing yet because you're only so many years older than me, but like you're a couple years away. Old people ruin social media. Like when it was just people in college.
I disagree with that.
When it was just people in college who were just sharing BS stuff, party pics, and we didn't know enough to be able to talk about politics and all these other things. It was so much fun. We were hooking up with random chicks that it was so much easier. Then mom got on the damn internet and started having to put Bible scriptures on there and started talking about how make America great and all these other things.
But see, I disagree with you. You know what ruined the internet?
What?
Is when people thought that other people cared about their opinion. Regardless of the age.
Well, what happened was we learned that people don't really grow up.
They don't.
People are still in that high school mentality no matter how old you are. And the difference is when you're in the high school age, it's cool.
Yeah.
But when you're like 60 years old and you're trying to go reconnect with your high school sweetheart because you can because of the internet and you want that old flame back and you're hanging lower, but you ain't more perky than you were during those times. And she's got her tits are bigger, but it's not because they're nice. It's just because they're hanging a little bit lower. It's not cool, and nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see it. And then I sit there and I look at especially with this election season. It's like you tell me, you go through my Facebook, you tell me the friend that it is, and I'll tell you what they posted.
Oh yeah,
it's like nobody posts anything different. They are what they are, and they think I care. I don't care. I could care less. The one that I really don't care is I don't care about your 20-year-old fresh in college butt telling me about the economy. You ain't even paid an electric bill yet.
Exactly, that's true. But you know what? That's true. I don't like hearing young guys who haven't had to pay bills. And I also don't like hearing people who I know you. You just asked me for a job. You don't make over $34,000 a year, and you're talking about taxes?
Yeah.
You don't know shit about taxes, man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you get a return. It's cool, and I'm not hating on you for that. Just like I tell people all the time, I don't hate on Trump for not paying taxes. Cool, that's great. That's a great move.
I want to have lunch with the dude.
I want to have lunch to figure out. I just don't want that in my president, but in the businessman, I'm cool with that. But I just don't like people trying to use the internet to be braggadocious and bigger than what they are. Because at least when it was the college age guys, you could get exposed really, really quick.
Yeah,
and that's what and that still happens. But there's so much BS that goes on the internet that it goes away. But
well, you want to move on to football for a second?
Let's just talk about. Speaking of bad spelling in Shakira Law.
Happy Florida State Hate Week.
This is what this is. It's Florida Envy Week. That's what we're gonna say because we can't hate. We just kind of feel sorry. But we feel sorry and we're happy about your success.
I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save it for on air.
By the way, we got Travis Taylor who wants to come on and talk.
Call Gino too.
I might hit up.
They already.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm texting Gino.
Yeah.
If you gotta, yes.
Yeah, you may want to listen to the Sports Den on SoundCloud.
Don't listen. Yeah, you gotta go check that. Like this is on Straight Talk No Chaser.
Yeah.
Go to SoundCloud. Go Sports Den _live. Listen to this show. If I could get both of those on, it's gonna be amazing.
I got plenty for you tonight. I'm not gonna waste it on Straight Talk No Chaser. I'm gonna do it live on air. I got plenty. I don't worry about that. I'm bringing my A game tonight, big dog.
Oh well, hopefully you'll probably perform better than Florida's going to perform.
Well, I mean they don't have to perform that good to beat you guys this year, but anyway,
That's what they said last year.
Rivalry week. So nobody knows what's going on in college football anymore.
No, not at all.
Nobody has a clue. Nobody knows who's any good. There's one team that we know that we think is really, really good.
Who was that?
That's Alabama.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Outside of that, nobody knows. Nothing. Anything. Yeah. I mean, Michigan should have got beat this past week, or could have gotten beat.
As well as Ohio State.
Ohio State
2 weeks
could
in
have
a row,
gotten beat.
Yeah.
You've got Penn State. You've got Wisconsin, all still alive.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Oklahoma,
who just is outside of after losing to Houston is like
they
got
lost
themselves. I mean,
they've lost two.
They've lost.
Yeah.
Two. They've gotten themselves right back into this thing after destroying West Virginia.
The crazy thing is, as a Florida fan, I'll admit to this, it is insane to think that if Florida somehow wins their next two,
they're in it.
Yeah. And it's just like one of those things where it's one of those years.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this because I already know what's going to happen on Saturday. But I am secretly pulling for Florida in the SEC championship. You know why? Because I want anarchy. Like, it's no way. Yes, one loss Alabama team. They're still probably the best team. Blah, blah, blah. But you got Alabama with, like they just lost. They would have lost to a 3-loss team. And it would, no matter how close it would be. I don't want
Alabama's in.
If they lose to Florida, I don't think they should be in.
Alabama's in. Because you could say that about so many other teams. They lost to such and such and such and such. They're in.
Those other teams would have had conference championships.
Not necessarily. There's going to be 2 Big Ten teams.
I only think one of them. I think if Washington wins the Pac-12, Washington has earned it. If Clemson wins the ACC, they'll be they'll have the 1 loss. If Clemson wins the ACC, Clemson's earned it. Alabama.
I think Clemson's so crazy overrated. It's crazy.
I don't think you're wrong.
I just think they are not one of the best 4 teams.
I wouldn't go that far because here's the thing: when Deshaun Watson decides to wake up, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for somebody.
Deshaun Watson ain't their problem,
and they've got 2 wide receivers. Their defense is also hemorrhaging, but they've got their team isn't bad. They're not bad.
They're not bad, but so Thanksgiving night you got Texas A&M LSU.
That's going to be Thanksgiving's going to be good football, man.
Oh, it's going to be amazing football, NFL all day, and then that one to end it. That's only interesting because of what's going on at LSU right now, coaching wise. But let's just fast forward for a second. Friday, you got Washington State. That's a big game. What do they call that? The Apple Cup or something like that?
I don't give a damn. It's on the West Coast.
Yeah, whatever. But that's at Washington State.
This should be good. You got the crazy man going up against your traditional offense.
Yep. So that could be a good game. But then Saturday, a noon kickoff, Michigan, Ohio State, at Ohio State. That, I don't like either one of the teams. That's on my bucket list,
I'm going to be watching that.
I want to go to that game.
Well,
and I want to go at Ohio State. I've heard
we could have gone there.
Bad things about Michigan, actually. That it's not really that, it's not that loud, like the way the stadium is. And yeah, it's like, apparently the swamp's built into the ground a little bit. Mm-hmm. Michigan's all the way in. Like when you walk in, you go down.
Oh, wow. And it's not loud?
No, because it's like it goes out instead of up. Yeah, but I want to go to Ohio State.
We could have went to Ohio State. I could have got us that.
No.
Up in Columbus.
Problem is I can't pull for Ohio State because of herbs.
Well, I don't care what you pull. I would have just wanted to go.
And then 3:30 is Auburn, Alabama.
That's two solids.
Another bucket list for me there. Wisconsin, man, they're sitting pretty. They got Minnesota. Utah, Colorado. Colorado still got a chance to get in.
Yeah, I saw that. This has been like the first time since Cordell Stewart, damn near.
Yeah. And then at 8:00, which for those of you not down, South Carolina Clemson, by the way, is at 7:30.
Yeah.
If that was at South Carolina,
no.
I don't know, man.
If Florida could be the Florida's not better than Clemson. So
it's
I'm
not,
just saying.
but
it's a rivalry.
When do you realize that don't even matter?
It to some degree it does, dude. Like it's
you just said it. It's a rivalry game.
Well, you're right. It's a rivalry game. But when you're watching, it's a reason we watch film and we watch matchups of past teams. Like you see matchups and you're like South Carolina's not any good.
I don't think Clemson's that much more athletic. I think they're significantly better at one position than Florida.
They're better at every position.
No.
Oh, you talking about Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about those. Yeah. I mean,
the wide receivers are much better developed than. But right now you got one that showed he can play for a game. But you have not
Callaway.
Callaway is one of the better receivers.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we're going to talk about that on our show. I mean, I don't think that personnel wise, other than one position, it's just a really important position. that Clemson is that much better
And
than
I think,
Florida.
was it Goldman? I think their running back is better than Scarlett.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, statistically wise, he's proven.
Statistically, but we just started riding Jordan Scarlett. Just started.
Okay.
Anyway, for those of you not in this area, you're not going to understand the significance of this, but Florida State at 8 o'clock kickoff
SEC tailgate in Tallahassee
is borderline asking for just all kinds of trouble.
It's been very good the last 2 times they've done it. It's been handled very well, considering.
I went last year.
But that was at
Gainesville. It was a night kick. I don't think it was 8 though.
Well, it's different. You guys are on CBS, so it's probably 7:30.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
or was it 3:30?
Was even that? No, it was a night game.
Okay.
It was a night game. I can tell you, as you got a little closer, there were some sketchy moments. Now, I mean, Florida State, there ain't no love lost there.
Yeah,
that's a hatred.
We handle ourselves a little bit better in the capital city, though. Well, a lot of the
I told you my Florida State stories last year.
But here's the big problem. Here's the big thing is that if they do what they've done 2 times ago when I went, they did it. I joke around, called it the SEC tailgate. They opened it up at 8 a.m. and people were there. They drank all day. I got great tickets because there were some moms or some ladies just had a little bit too much and they couldn't go enjoy the game. So I pretty much got like some sweet tickets for like $10. But just like they're like, hey, just give us some money and we'll let you in. We know you, James. The last time I went, because I only go when it's in Tallahassee. It's they did the normal traditional. They opened it up at 2, and it was still pretty good. I mean, they're your fights. That's
well,
what
they can
always
open it up
happen.
all they want, but a college campus starting the night before.
Oh no, yeah, but that's true. But it's really the college students make up about 25,000 when it comes to the game, because that's what I think the allotment of student tickets are. The rest of it is a lot of boosters and a lot of other people. Now they may buy tickets and sit in the other section, but yeah, they're going to tailgate at the different dorms and stuff like that. But I'm talking about when you come in and the traditional tailgates, the guys who've been doing this for 30 years and blah blah blah. Those are the ones who are going to fill the stadium and get it a little rocky.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got the StubHub prices.
Yeah, what's that?
For all these games? The cheapest available price for Florida State, $115.
And that's gonna, what that's gonna have you? It's gonna have you on row 85.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is not
changing
good.
light bulbs.
Yep,
is basically what you're gonna be doing. The cheapest Auburn, Alabama,
was it
$210.
I believe it.
The cheapest Michigan, Ohio State, $267.
I believe it.
$267. Washington State was $175. Is the cheapest available.
That's for right now. The best thing to do is our boy Mark McCrary showed me. This is if you don't mind missing the kickoff, let it kick.
I'm a pregame guy. I like to get in there about 20 minutes early.
Wow.
Yeah, I like it. I like to get my seats. I don't want to miss anything.
Well, I guess I say wow, but we were on the field about that early last game.
Yeah,
we were on the sidelines.
Yeah,
that's really where I want to be at this year. But
if you really want good family entertainment, Stanford and Rice, the cheapest ticket is $13.
No, that's too smart. There's way too much intelligence in that game.
How about Western Michigan's more expensive than that?
Well, Western Michigan's undefeated right now.
Yeah, they play Friday night.
So their people are really excited.
Yeah, they play Toledo on Friday night. But it's just, I mean, what a cluster this college football season's been. And you're right. Maybe at some point it'll cause some change in the put 8 teams in.
I agree.
Put 8 teams in.
All 5 of the Power 5 get in, and then
3 at large.
3 at large.
Yeah, put them in. Or you could give 2 a bye and put 6 in. Well, no, you couldn't. That wouldn't work.
I understand what you're saying,
yeah.
But the more they do that, the more there'll be other arguments and things like that. But sticking to one of the rivalry things and what I think people should do, is it's a lot cheaper. But we were talking about, I think was it our podcast or on our show? We were talking about, I think it was the show. We were just talking about going and checking out your different high school games, but check out your local colleges. Black colleges in particular are definitely cheap entertainment, pretty good football. Some of those guys are going to be in the NFL. And it's just a lot different. It's way different than your big college football.
Way different.
In particular, there is a heavy importance in the band. Yes, you have Ohio State's band, which is pretty good. Marching Chiefs are pretty good. Michigan band. We all know about Stanford's band and how they like to get down and get on the field kind of early. But the black college band, before these guys started doing these major formations, this was a staple. They get out, they do the different complex tunes, formations, they're spelling out stuff. They're playing today's hits, like pretty much what you listen on the radio. These guys have listened to it, can play it by ear. They're some of the best musicians that you'll ever hear.
Burning 3,500 calories every 10 minutes.
Yes, and their practices are probably more intense than the football practices.
Yeah.
Well, these rivalries are just as big that they have as any of these other ones, as a Florida State, Florida. But the one in the state of Florida is Bethune-Cookman versus Florida A&M. It's been going on forever.
Played in Orlando.
Played in Orlando. Played in the center of the state every year. Used to be played in Tampa. Been playing in Orlando for years. And what happens is these guys go back and forth. You'll see their social media. They're talking about how much better one is than the other, blah, blah, blah. Well, something that FAMU used to be known for having the baddest band in Orlando.
It generated a ton of revenue.
Certain things have happened. They've their band isn't as good.
Hazing incidents.
Yeah, hazing incidents, stuff like that. Well, what happened was they were playing the tune and they had something to get spelled out. It was supposed to be Jackpot.
Okay.
And what ended up happening is it was Jacked Opt.
Oh, dear.
And, boy, did it set social media in an uproar.
I saw that you had one job.
Yeah, you had one job. They're like, my man.
Because it really is one dude.
Yeah, it's one dude. Like, your job, you've been practicing this for a while.
This
is the biggest stage you're going to be in.
Yep.
This is your bowl game, the classic.
Oh, absolutely.
And you mess it up in that. And then this is going to be talked about for years and for decades.
Has the guy been identified?
No, but I'm sure it's going to come up soon. Like, granted.
Was it Nick Cannon?
It wasn't. But actually, if you really want to know kind of what the experience is like, maybe a little more dramatized with Drumline by Nick Cannon, kind of lets you know how important that mess is. Let's say mess, but in a nice way. But I was trying to think what I was going to say. But, my buddy, one of my friends was sitting there, and he literally tagged the Department of Education asking to call for FAMU's accreditation. He tagged Sally Mae, saying, funny. Sally Mae, you guys need to go investigate this because apparently student loans are going to this school, but we don't know about education.
That's
then
funny.
My FSU alum, because a lot of the black kids and like you get picked on a little bit when you're the black guy that goes to a PDI because PWI, because for whatever reason I'm from the hood. I've been black my whole life, very unapologetically black. There's people who grew up in the suburbs, grew up like my son's growing up right now.
Right.
And go to FAMU and all of a sudden they've got the black experience down. They understand it way more than you do. They're like, you don't understand the struggle. And I told one person off. I said, they were like, you can't talk about FAMU BCU. I said, I grew up on it. I can say whatever the hell it is I want to say. I said, excuse me for not paying for 4 years of my life to experience the black experience when I've had it my entire life. Like I apologize.
Call it diversity.
Yeah, I apologize for growing up hard and developing a skill set to be able to run hard and hit people run fast and hit people hard, and be able to go experience 4 years of luxury that you believe I had at Florida State or whatever. But doesn't 9 times out of 10 FAM and Florida State take up for each other? Sometimes.
Isn't it like a big brother, little brother type deal?
What pisses me off is when they go and they start rooting for Florida, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna root for Florida? Let's go Wildcats then. I'm going for BCU. I'm going to do that. But oh geez, I say all that in love and fun because me and the kid and the wife, we went out to the FAMU game a couple games ago and had a ball. But
we talked about that on the last podcast.
It was a show.
Oh yeah,
but
right.
Bottom line is it's a good thing. That's why I say spend your money on it, and you'll see see a different version of a rivalries, and it's a little bit more intense, and they take extreme pride in their school. Like right now, people have pride in their teams on the major college football side. These people have pride in their school, so it means a lot to them.
Yeah.
Oh, that was what I was going to. One of my buddies said instead of FAMU people arguing about FSU taking the law school, they completely skipped over the fact that you got to take ENC 1101, and that's what I put. That was so you get. Good.
I got a question for you though.
What's that?
Can you talk to your people?
Okay, which people? Like, what do you mean, you people?
Your people.
My black
your
people.
Black people.
My family.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Can you talk to them and tell them to stop hating on Steph Curry? His shoes aren't that bad.
Yes, they are.
The one is. The
Yes,
rest
they
of them
are.
are not. The rest
Dude,
of them are not
the
any
one
different.
they tried to throw
I
down
feel
our-
like you guys are throwing him under the bus.
Yes, we are. Because he sold us out.
How did he sell y'all out?
Because one, he's light skinned.
And he can help that.
Yes, he could. And
Okay,
two,
how?
I don't know. Just
Okay.
don't embody. Well, just because you're light skinned doesn't mean you. Russell Wilson's light skinned. Not
Yeah.
Russell Wilson. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Russell Wilson is light skinned. He acts like light. Who's the basketball fairy guy? The one I'm trying to think. Russell Westbrook. He's light skinned, but he doesn't embody everything. Now he does act like an LGBTQ, TCBY, and all them other letters. But that boy can ball.
Okay.
I want you to act like that.
And Steph Curry can't?
Steph Curry can ball, but Steph Curry acts sensitive. You know, throwing up little pieces of paper and can't
What
get
are you
touched.
talking about?
Like Steph Curry is the anti-LeBron.
I think Steph Curry has gotten a bad rap.
It's because he's.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
He's too. They like him too much. Anytime they
There
try
you
to
go.
shove. Anytime
There
they try
you
to.
go.
Anytime the man tries to shove a light skinned dude down our throat, we gotta give pause.
No, here's what I've seen you do.
What?
I ain't gonna speak for everybody, but what I've seen you do is go, y'all stop picking on Cam to picking on Cam.
That's because Cam forgot. Cam went Steph Curry route.
Once Cam couldn't do anything for you anymore.
No, it's not even that. I just want him to be consistent. Like, don't come and tell me that
Steph Curry's consistent.
I just don't like Steph Curry.
That's my point.
He doesn't play.
That's my point.
I will admit that. I just don't like Steph Curry because people tried to people painted the guy I did like as the villain because he was going up against Steph Curry, and that might be why. I might have just.
I'm trying to end racism
I chose LeBron.
here.
I chose LeBron.
I'm asking you to stop.
You will not end the light skin, dark skin beef. It's been going. It's been going on since before Simba and and Scar. Like that was just the embodiment of it. It's been going on for days.
I'm trying to make America great again. All right.
They finally found somebody who was light skinned that could hoop, and they tried to shove him down our throat and forgot that dark skinned dudes have been holding it down.
What was the dude that last light skinned dude that could hoop before that?
I mean, there's always been a light skinned guy, but he hasn't been the focal point. Like Jordan was holding it down. Kobe's been holding it down. LeBron, darkies have been holding it down for a minute here, man. And I'm liking it.
Larry Bird or Steph Curry?
Larry Bird.
Okay.
I'll take Larry Bird.
So okay. So this hatred's deep.
Larry Bird can also play defense. Larry Bird played in the physical era.
Bill Laimbeer?
Oh, Bill Laimbeer. Well, no, over Steph Curry?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna take Steph Curry over Bill Laimbeer. I like Bill Laimbeer though, because
is Zeke light skinned?
No. Zeke's not light skinned. And even
I thought you said light skin was action, not necessarily.
No,
skin.
Zeke did have a little bit of sensitivity.
I mean, didn't he stick his tongue down somebody's ear at mid court?
Yeah, but that was the '80s, and that's when people were acting like Prince and androgyny and all that other stuff. You seen the Prince Dave Chappelle episode?
No.
You have never seen that?
No. When you gonna stop asking me if I've seen stuff? I don't watch TV.
That's kind of pop culture thing. Like everybody's seen the Prince.
I just feel like Steph Curry is getting punished, and almost like he's being boycotted with these shoes.
No, those shoes are ugly.
The one pair is ugly. The rest of them aren't. I showed you.
Don't put this on black
ones.
people. We're 12 to 16% of the population, depending on which one you want to get. And that is Pop's generation.
No,
that is your dad's generation's fault because those shoes were built. Those shoes were built for 55 to 65-year-old white males who mow their lawn. And need to walk their trash bin to the curb.
Okay.
That's the only reason you wear those shoes.
This. You throw the population thing out. I'm gonna flip it on you. What percentage of basketball endorsed shoes do black people buy? Probably over 50%.
Now we are 70% of the consumer market.
That's
not the point.
It's all the point.
When LeBron is making shoes that black kids want to wear, like that's cool. Like Steph Curry, those shoes are terrible. Because those are nurses' aid shoes. Nurses don't even wear those shoes. The aides wear the shoes.
I admit that the first one was a little. It wasn't.
Don't drop that one. That was terrible marketing for a company that has made a living doing marketing. I am
Googling Steph Curry shoes, and I want to see.
Like Steph Curry can't wear those. You can't shoot 3-pointers to those kind of shoes. There's no way. Your ankles, immediately you put those, your ankles are automatic. That's why Steph Curry's ankles are so frail. It's because of those shoes.
There's nothing wrong with these shoes.
No, you know what? Those aren't bad.
That's what I'm saying.
It depends on what price those are. If those are $20, I'll buy those. Actually, those are hot.
Yeah, that's my point.
Those are hot.
As I feel like the man's not selling shoes because y'all are hating on him, not because the shoes.
That's not the shoe they tried to give us. They gave
the
us
shoe
the
they
white
tried
one.
to give you was that one.
Yes, and that is not good. Nobody wants to see that.
I agree. He was trying to expand a different market. Under Armour took a risk, and it backfired.
They went for the market that nobody has. But he forgot. Like you said, Pops could go get that same shoe from Sam's for $10, and it'll last for 5 years.
All day.
But you can't go for that market. They don't buy shoes every 3 months.
All I'm saying is give the dude another chance. I like Steph.
No, and I don't. And then his wife gets on my nerves. Well, she's complaining about shit. The NBA is rigged when your husband gives up.
Sweet, actually.
I like the other ones better. When your husband blows a 3-1 lead, but when KD his new Mitch joins the team, they blow a 3-1 lead. Oh, it's just the way we're just more talented. No, you got beat by LeBron.
Dude, when are you gonna learn this?
LeBron.
If you're going to start hating on people who changes their opinion for when it works for them, you're not going to like anybody.
Oh, well, yeah. That's a good point. And her green's nasty, so you need to get rid of that TV show.
What is it?
She had a cooking show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Aisha Curry.
Oh, that's really her name?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was something you called her.
No, her name's really, I'm not going to go do that. Her name's really Aisha. Well, speaking of, her nasty ass greens. What are your Thanksgiving traditions?
We don't have any.
You don't have any Thanksgiving traditions?
Serious as I can be.
Y'all don't hunt? Y'all don't go get together, eat turkey?
No, used to when I was a little Denny. I lived in Arkansas. I used to go hunt with some buddies of mine. But you know, we're not Thanksgiving people. Why don't we just get together and hang out? But the food thing, no, we don't really have. In fact, we don't have to. We have a little bit of turkey, but we're ham.
Yeah, that's what they'll have ham. I probably won't eat much of it. But I grew up thinking you only ate ham 2 times a year.
Christmas and Thanksgiving.
And it was a girl I was dating in college. She was trying to impress me, and she cooked me ham, and I was just like, "What in the hell are you doing?"
Like the honey baked ham.
Like it was she went to Publix and bought a ham and cooked it.
Wow.
And I was like, "Yo, what are you doing? You're not supposed to have ham in July."
There's no cooking.
And this is like
honey baked ham. Pick it up.
This is like.
What's y'all's
this is all right. So Christmas we do Christmas. Everybody typically does Christmas in at their own place. Like my family will come to they're all gonna come to Jacksonville and do Christmas with us. But Thanksgiving at my house.
Oh,
Thanksgiving, we go to my aunt's house, and this is like the Super Bowl. Like you can lose your inheritance as a woman for messing it up. Like I had a cousin who they put on banana pudding. And it was like pressure, like she was sweating. She didn't know what was going on. And I told her, I was like, sweetheart, that's a hell of a time to put you in at quarterback in the Super Bowl when you haven't thrown a pass. But it's just
banana pudding's
it was just that's one of the good desserts. Sweet potato pie, and we ain't eating no damn patty pie. Like I told people, if you like patty's pie and you ain't had no real aunt pie. Like your auntie can't bake worth shit. You need to go tell her to go and step her game up if you gotta go to Walmart and get a pie.
Can I be honest with you, dude?
Yeah.
Like I am enthralled with the black culture.
It should be. It's very spicy.
I am being as serious as I can be when I say that. Like, and my wife and I have had this conversation. Like we go to the Range Reebok to historically black high schools.
Right.
Here. We love it. Like I'm just enthralled with this because this is like I see the memes and all that kind of stuff.
No, that stuff is real.
No, I know.
Like that is
That's
just
what I'm saying.
The best jokes have real facts. In them.
Thanksgiving is serious.
Yeah, like you really have that uncle be like, "Hey, boy, I ain't seen you, boy. You remember me?" Like, no, you've been in jail since I was 5, dog. I'm 20 now. How you did a 15-year bid? How would I know who you are? Or you got the uncle that you don't really want to be around, or they got the picture of R. Kelly. Like I'm slowly becoming because I was the athlete, the cousin or the uncle that the kids want to challenge.
Yeah.
So they be like, "Yo, hey, what up, B? What up, this? Come here, little boy. Let me show you how to do. Let me show you what to do with this ball. You don't know nothing about this." Or we'll have.
See, I want to go, but I would be scared to death that I would screw something up.
Nah, it's not even that bad. See, the thing is, you're cool because you actually understand this. I think a lot of sports has a lot to do with helping society. I am all about I'm hyphenated American through and through.
Mm-hmm.
I like other cultures. My son will know his Hispanic culture. My son is half Spanish. He will be half Spanish. Like he'll know his black roots, he'll know his American stuff. I like getting that because I think it adds flavor and spice to America. But if you kind of come and you want to learn, there is not a group more willing to embrace anybody.
Like
than
I'm
black
that dude.
people.
I just want to experience stuff. Like
Experiencing like I like to go. We go down on Wednesdays. The best part of Wednesdays is when all the black women are in the kitchen. There is one head. Auntie Les is hands down alpha woman in the kitchen.
Don't cross her.
Don't cross her. If she gives you your pot, that's what you do. All the women, it can only be one chef. Everybody else can be A's. But just being over there, being the men, and you're trying to sneak in, taste the greens, get this, like do all the different stuff, trying to get those things, and then the pregame to the meal. Like Aunt Mona frying chicken wings. Like that comes out like 3 hours before the meal, and she just makes batches, and you start. The only reason you got to be on point. You got to see this stuff slowly start to develop because Aunt Mona doesn't make any announcements. Everybody just automatically knows when the chicken is cooked because you see one cousin come in with a chicken wing, and then all of a sudden everybody's sprints out. Like my wife and them because they're Hispanic. They're not. She looks black, but she's full blood, fresh off the boat, Panamanian. They didn't know this stuff. Like, and they had to get schooled real quick because you will go hungry in a black house with all the food in the world.
Yeah,
it's the only time in American history that you can actually starve with a whole bunch of food around you. And my brother-in-law came and he learned like new things because they don't waste anything. So after the meal is done, they put everything in bags, blah, blah, blah. And he was just like, okay. They're like, so the next day, she comes in and make a big breakfast on Friday morning. Then sometime around the middle of the day, when we're watching games, they make a soup. And he's like, man, the only thing that will make this soup better is cornbread. Bing, cornbread. Anybody want some cornbread? He's like, oh, my God. You just speak it into existence, and food appears. It's just, like, it's so cool. Like I tell a lot of people, like it's so many misconceptions that people have. If you would just embrace other people, you would have a good ass time in life.
Yeah, I want to do it.
But
like I said, I'd be nervous.
I am ready to eat. Like, and then that's the other thing. The only other thing is once you eat, is just trying to figure out where 100 people in a 2,000 square foot house can all figure out where to lay it. And it's
after
just
the meal?
you're just stepping over.
What do
bodies.
y'all get a hotel or something?
Nah, because we have a kid, we get a room. Like what happens? They make concessions for you.
Wow.
So, but it's like you can, it's especially for you guys. Like, well, you know, Dallas is easy. Dallas is practically grown. He's doing his own thing. You know, Walker is the one that's going to get you all over the place. They just disappear, and you know they're safe. Somebody's it's just imagine like it's like 50 males. Now sometimes we'll be outside. My uncles will be playing dominoes, smoking Newports, or doing whatever. But you know, somebody's watching the kids. But you could go, you chill, get you a nap, and then you just go in a rotation. One male, one adult is going to always watch all the kids at any given time.
That's not a bad deal.
It's just, like I said, I love it. But in another part of it is, it's the one time you get to see everybody in a happy state outside of a funeral or anything else like that. So.
Well, with that being said, we got a show to do.
We do?
Yeah. Yeah, we get to go talk about the Jags again for 2 hours. Yeah. But happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Great Thanksgiving. Be careful, be safe. Go to ABC.
Definitely go to ABC. Listen, go get you some holiday cheer. Actually, they probably have some eggnog now, so you can start getting some of this.
I was in there the other day.
So get you some of that eggnog, man. Go get you some cognac. Hey, the Hardys, dude. I'm telling you, they were talking about it. Remember that time we did the they were like, hey, this is the stuff that's like.
You got it. How was it?
I thought it was BS. It is good.
Is it?
Like, yes.
It's like half the price,
yeah,
right?
it's like half the price. I'm sold on it. I'm going back and I'm going to get some Hardys. I'm bringing it down to the family, and some other adult beverages. Go get it, and also because of the holiday season, get you a Kentucky Cure Bread. I think that's what it is. It's a Drew Estate cigar. It tastes like barbecue. And that's what you should be smoking this Thanksgiving. Your whole family will be over there asking you what you're smoking on. Let me get that young boy.
You want to take that moonshine?
I sure didn't try it.
No.
I'm a little intimidated, but I'm sure it gets drank.
All right. Take it. I'll bring it to you. Take it.
All right.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back next week. We're not doing another one this week.
No, we don't have enough time.
No, you're leaving Wednesday, right?
Yeah, I'm leaving Wednesday. And I'll be back on Friday.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys. Take care.